Hello, everyone. All the buttons properly pressed. Hello. How we doing today? It's been a decent day for me. Largely relaxing, planning on doing more of that as we play. Find this kind of game, these puzzle detective games are relatively chill. Well, investigation games get a little more intense, but mentally. But these are nice and chill. Easy to just chat and relax. I will have the basic stream music playing, this music, throughout. The game uses, I'm trying to remember who the musician is, but it is a musician that is pervasive in YouTube videos, like incredibly. They're licensed in a lot of stuff. They're not licensed in a lot of stuff. But they are also active enough in it's not like a copy strike thing, but they do claim their music. Ember has joined me on my shoulder. Let's see. We can see several of them. Ember left her spot. Sky or some of the others will join her there, and I think it's just that she reaches maximum toastiness faster when there is a cohabitant. And just as much so, they'll sort of like shove her out of the way or use her as a pillow. We have Sherbet on the side there, snoozing away on a heating pad as well. Sammy over on the shelf. And Molly getting some food. Mason on the bed. Everybody is visible except Ember. Everybody is accounted for. But yeah, we're playing some more The Case of the Worst Day Ever. It is it's much a puzzle solving. What you've got to do is identify what happened with a particular event. And all of the events seem to center around the Tink family here. We are down to what looks like the last 4 characters. We have who I assume to be Colin Tink's grandmother on the left. We have the Tink dog. The young boy here, as well as Carolyn's father. Very close scribbles. We've been kind of bobbling around this area for a while as far as subs. Hopefully we can get the streams rolling regular and get back to nice, slow, and steady growth. It is what it is. It's perseverance. And consistency. That last one is often a problem. Puppy's Day Out. Investigation number 7. Okay, well, I get the impression this is either a dog walker or like a kennel or something like that, you know? So we have the Tink's dog there with a stick, seems to be growling at this dog on the right. Dog rolling in something. Poop. And one dog making an escape. Who? Yeah, mechanics. We gotta click the words. Red and yellow squeaky ball. I believe the important part of that is the red fibers. You don't drop it, you're going on time out. Letter addressed to Miss Perkins regarding admittance to a local vet tech program. At the what was it? The multi-level marketing party, one of the people had mentioned that they were getting an appointment for something that sounded like a pet kennel, you know. Blue cotton rope. Little Bit, Nugget, Teddy, Sweetie Pie, Honey Bun, Sir Barks-a-Lot, Big Boo, and Shadow. So these are, again, Scribbles had asked about pet names, and this was akin to what I was referring to. We don't have we do have a regular name. We have a name that can be considered a regular name. So we have a name that is a regular human name, Teddy. You could consider this like Teddy Bear, but Ted is a human name. We have names that might imply coloration or appearance, like Shadow. Generally silly names, Nugget, Little Bit, Honey Bun, Sweetie Pie, that kind of thing. And then grandiose names, like Sir Barks-a-Lot. You get things like Sir Barks-a-Lot with show animals, where their lineage is often implied in the naming as well. Green barbell. So these are the fibers in the dog poo. Okay, we're going to get indications of what the dogs eat, when they've eaten, how much they eat. Marriage ceremonies can be a big deal. They vary a lot, but they tend to be big family events. Purple plushie. Like, this one, we can presume that this would be Sweetie Pie's, but it could be that Sweetie Pie stole it from a different dog. A beige plushie. 8 a.m. Shadow, 12 p.m. Sweetie Pie, and Shadow, 4 p.m. Shadow. So Shadow is here for a protracted period. Darling dog food, hearty food for your darling dog. Made with the finest rabbit, wild rice, eggs, and potatoes. Tasty topper, guaranteed to make even the pickiest pups gobble up any meal. Cheese flavored. Hillefran pockets, canine use only. Give 1 tablet every 4 hours as needed for anxiety or nervousness. Pockets. Posh Pups rules. Pups must be naked, that's a way to put it. Due to previous incidents and to make the pups comfy, all collars and harnesses must be removed. Yeah, that's asking for trouble, since, it's not like every dog is going to be incredibly visibly distinct to people that don't own the animal, that it isn't part of their day-to-day lives. It'd be risky if, say, you had two small chihuahuas that look very similar and behave in the stereotype if one of them had a medication that needed to be given. The collars would be a safety mechanism as far as identification. Yeah, dogs are very, I would say, more aggressively social. It's an on average thing. I have interacted with a cat that will very aggressively cling to you for attention, like really get up in your business. Hush Pups palaces are only to be used at noon for mealtime and at 10 and 3 for nap time. Pups must get a nickname. We love our pups like they're our own. That's why we give each pup a unique and thoughtful nickname. That's going to make things worse. Playful morsels, kibbles for playful pups. Tiny kibbles for tiny mouths. Runnin' free groovy kibbles with free-range duck, organic apples, and chia seeds. Ah. People more concerned about the label than necessarily nutrition for the animal. Or practicality. My understanding is that ducks are a big hassle to raise. Small pup gourmet meal. Benechill something. 1 tablet with meal for seasonal food allergies. All natural grain free wild doggy food with boar, carrots, and peas. And ocean fish for some reason. Forget to log medicine use. Report all signs of environmental and food allergies. Redness, itching, vomiting, diarrhea. Notify pup parents when food supply runs low. The Posh Pups Gourmet Menu. Specially formulated for superb digestion and high-quality nutrition. Exclusive large pup meal featuring salmon, carrots, whole grains, proprietary blend of vitamins and minerals. Exclusive small pup meal featuring chicken, green beans, ancient grains, proprietary blend of vitamins and minerals. Ancient grains. Guess you need them to, age for a while before they're optimal. Dog. From Darlene, or to Darlene. So this is from. So sorry I had to leave early today when you're so new. Already assigned palaces and put their plushies inside, but you'll have to manage the rest. Don't worry about it. All the dogs are so good and sweet. You're a lifesaver, Lori. Okay. Implied that the person that is here is Lori. Pamela, the game is called Escaped, a convict in love. It's about a man on the run who's ready to settle down after 12 years alone in his cell. Is it good? Duh, that's why I'm telling you about it. Y'all need another employee? I switched my major again. OMG, stop. You're never going to get out of college. I don't want to join the real world. Just want to pet dogs. Some pets have a sense of bracketing you in place when it comes to sleeping. Molly did that for a bit, but she hasn't in a while. She has found comfier spots. Mostly a good bunch, but they get aggressive sometimes. Really, they all seem so nice. Make sure you pick up all the sticks in the afternoon and sweep the palaces out. I forgot once, and it was awful. Okay. The pup portal. So again, these names are the dog's actual names. They have, well, I'm sorry. One of the sets are their actual names. One are their pup palace nicknames. So we have loves to dig, get dirty, and play fetch. So there's one digging and one rolling in what I presume is mud. Play tug of war and fetch. Will eat anything, can be destructive when not supervised. Needs to be kennelled away from other barkers. Will bark incessantly once set off. Does not share toys well. Loves to play fetch. Messy eater. So we do have at least a bowl that stuff was scattered. We would be looking for one that either has stolen a plush and or is potentially one of the ones that has a toy. Allergic to legumes, chicken, pork, seasonal, causes itching. So we had one that was itching their ear. This one has the topper, the little cheese flakes, on its food. Is here on Tuesdays and Thursdays with its favorite plush. Loves to play fetch, will destroy toys, very picky eater, and super sweet. We have the damaged tug toy, the red tug of war thing. And we have the damaged purple plush. This one has a favorite plush that it is brought with. We get stomach issues from chicken. It is kennelled away from other barkers, and they're not necessarily all here. Barks incessantly, loves to tug and dig holes, shares toys well with others, loves the blue rope. Stanley eats salmon, eggs, and red meat. No, does not. Those are stomach problems. Uses the cheese flakes and the PPS. We'll have to check what that is. It's another barker. I'm guessing the keep away from other barkers is at least a space of 1 between them. Another one that gets dirty, digs holes, and likes the blue rope. Makes a mess when eating. Thule has a twin. Plays tug of war and fetch, loves to chew, and is a messy eater. Thumper can't have chicken or beef. Now, the which ones they can't have will give us an indication of what food they have and if that's a problem. Thumper needs to be away from one of them. Loves to chew and tug. Red rope is favorite. Very picky. Doesn't share well. So Thumper might be the one that is pooping out there because of the red fibers. But there's also another one could have been pulling on it. Yeah. Will eat anything, likes to get dirty, and can be destructive, is one possibility. So, a blue collar that is dirty. A chewed pink collar. Mildly damaged green. This is the Dobermans. It's in the picture on the phone. Thumper's blue collar. Another grubby one. An ominous message, yes. Okay, then what is our... Oof. Okay, so the palace names, the ones in the palace are the nicknames. Okay. A... Somebody, an employee. A new employee. That was on the phone. Okay, Lori is the person. Weirdest food combination I ever liked? For a while, I really liked spaghetti noodles and the jarred, chunkless sauce with lots of pepper, Parmesan cheese, and mustard. Like really mixed in there and heated up so that it was all kind of embedded in the noodle. Okay, so we have Lori. Lori something. New employee had to manage it's Posh Pups, wasn't it? Yeah, Posh Pups. And Lori something had to, a new employee had to manage alone. Around... Okay, something... I'm guessing Lori forgot to give somebody and somebody there. It's probably medicine. We're guessing with this for now to give ourselves a shell. Shell noodles with peanut butter. Not escaped. Destroy wouldn't work there. Switched the something for somebody's something and let somebody destroy the, which was thinking somebody destroy the, which was somebody's favorite. Thinking that is red rope. But that could be like purple plush. Okay. So this isn't necessarily accurate, but I think we've got the shell of it. So which ones need medicine? Flush. Ah, you do storm chasing, Scribbles. Okay, so this doesn't tell us precisely. So seasonal food allergies is one. And the other is anxiety or nervousness. So Thurmond has seasonal. So Thurmond has seasonal allergies. And we have seasonal allergy meds. Thurman and who else? Brother. Okay, Pockets might be the one. Needs to be calm to eat. Severe separation anxiety. So Pockets. Oh boy. Don't worry about it, Scribbles. That's what the chat is for. Okay, they both around when? When did they get their medicine? Both of them, this would be for food. Every 4 hours. This one is with meal. So when do they get their meals? Noon for meal time and at 10 and 3 for nap time. So this would be around noon. It's going to be afternoon. To pick up sticks, which led to someone being aggressive towards someone else while somebody escaped. One of the diggers escaped. We're getting there. We're getting there. We just gotta... Get to log medicine use. Okay, Shadow gets medicine every 4 hours. Sweetie Pie at noon. So Sweetie Pie gets the Benechill, which is the seasonal food allergy. So Sweetie Pie is Duncan. And I think that is Duncan. Because if we forgot the meds, then it would cause itching. These are the twins. Thule should be next to twin brother. Loves tug of war and fetch. Loves to chew, messy eater. So this is probably the one that isn't rolling around. This one. So then there's one that likes to get dirty. So there's Stanley. Stanley likes the blue rope. This is the anxious one. So that could be Stanley, with the idea that it's looking at her waving around the rope. But it sounds like that's Thule here, who is the sibling of the other, but not that they like to get dirty. This could be Stanley, but that they're angry about the stick. But it's one of the twins. Twin sister. So Thurmond and Thule are the twins. Thurmond is the one rolling around. Okay. This one is another that likes the rope, but also has the anxiety problem, I think. Let's verify. Hello, Ethan. Welcome. Not that one. There are another two that look similar, though, but one of them is not rolling in dirt. This game, Ethan, is called The Case of the Worst Day Ever. It is an investigation-style game. Pockets is a barker that needs to stay away from others. No. Pee-wee is a barker. Pockets, separation anxiety, loves to dig, keeps to himself, and needs to be calm. So one possibility is that this is the one that's easily frightened. This one and this one are both barkers. Yeah, these two are the barkers. Hello to your cat. Ah, Miss Perkins. So she is Perkins, Lori Perkins. So we have an idea of Sir Barks-a-Lot being one of them for sure. You would think one of these two is Shadow, but this one is also dark colored. Lori Perkins. Guessing this is vague here. Forgot to pick up sticks, leading towards one of them being aggressive. So there's one that doesn't share well. It is very nice and cold here right now. Oh, and our kitties are not visible. Nice and properly chilly. Oh. The topper for somebody's food. Which one gets the topper? Thumper. Okay, so Thumper's topper does not have, or Thumper's food does not have the topper on it. Red Rope is the favorite. Very picky eater. Doesn't share well. Okay, so this is going to be... Sorry, the Red Rope, which was Thumper's favorite. So this can't be Thumper. Sentient eat. And it's gonna be Lori forgot the topper. Hello, Ember. Hello. Oof. Yeah, I know, but I need to adjust posture if you're gonna climb up me like that. I mean, it can be scribbles that can lead you down the road of either being accused of or accidentally or intentionally doxing, which can be an offense on some platforms, but is also generally a kind of a very high level social offense on a lot of platforms. sense, revealing a connection between an individual and a location can identify them. Okay, one of them is destructive. Chewer. Will destroy toys. Now, the thing is, it's not destroyed. It looks like it's been eaten. Will eat anything. Can be destructive when not supervised. So I think it is bear that destroyed the toy. And if that's the case, then that is bear. Okay, so now we have a couple of others. So this is Lori's phone. Make sure you pick up all the sticks. I forgot, and it was awful. One of them gets aggressive. Let's see if we can figure out which one. Dig will bark incessantly. Doesn't share toys well. So it's possible that the one with the stick isn't barking because its mouth is full. We have to remember that, but... it's not Pee-wee. I think Pockets is this one. The one that's really anxious. Which implies that Pockets is at the edge of it, but that's not a certainty. Stanley is a barker as well. And we've already identified the other one. It's not Thule or Thurmond. So Thumper doesn't share well. This is a possibility for the stick. This is Chew and Tug of War, though. I'm thinking it is one that doesn't share and likes fetch. So dot is 1. It's will bark incessantly once set off. So dot isn't necessarily a constant barker. So dot is a possibility. We're going to say that's dot. So now we're left with Stanley and Pee-wee. Pee-wee is the barker, so this is Pee-wee. And this one is Stanley. Oh, no, okay, 3 or more are wrong. Oof. So dig holes and be dirty are potentially a problem for He is a barker, though. These two are barkers. We don't necessarily know that that's the separation anxiety one. Sweetie Pie and Big Boo are two that like a plush, but Sweetie Pie is destructive. But unless we can properly identify these, we aren't going to be able to line it up right. So let's look over here. Pockets. So this one is not by themselves. So pockets could be this one. Put Stanley there for now. Well, we'll remove that. Duncan causes itching here. Work, seasonal allergy. It's getting the PPS. So what is our... No. Thumper has a neat blue collar. we know Shadow and Sweetie Pie have medications. Sweetie Pie is the one that... Yeah. So they forgot their meds. Oh. TH. Seasonal food allergy has TH. Which is Thule or Thurmond. Is there a thumper? Yeah. Chicken and beef cause stomach issues. Gets the large meal. Salmon, carrots, grains. No, it wouldn't cause issues there. Favorite type of food, Scribbles? I mean, I hyperfixate periodically, but overall, you know, I'm fond of pepperoni on pizza and bacon cheeseburgers. Uli does not have allergies. Thumper does. Thurman does. Thurmond has a twin sister, but... So it still seems like Thurmond is this one. Maybe I had the name wrong there as a result. Okay. Pee-wee, like, this dog and this dog are barkers. But we have multiple barkers. So Stanley, Pee-wee, Dot. Stanley, Pee-wee, and Dot are barkers. Pee-wee is only in on Mondays and Fridays. We have 10 listed here. There are 8 callers. You like steak cooked? I mean, medium to well. I'm not big on well since it's hard to do that well. So generally that medium well territory. It can be towards the rare side, but again, it's going for the safe bet. If you do rare badly, then it's, you know, often chewy in a different way. Okay, can we tell what day it is? About 10 a.m. here. It is not weekend. Oh, yesterday, and I'll tell you about it this weekend. We figure out the time of day here. So we know Shadow, Sweetie, and Sweetie Pie are present. That doesn't necessarily help us immediately. Least favorite food? I wouldn't really be able to say. I just avoid it if I don't like it, but if I have to venture, onions or tomatoes where they have not been rendered such that they have no texture. I don't like the texture of either of those. The medication doesn't tell us, aside from that Shadow and Sweetie Pie are present. If Sweetie Pie is present, that should mean that Thurmond is present. So if Thurmond is present, we don't know, because we don't have an indication of when they're around. Wednesday and Thursday, Monday and Friday, Tuesday and Thursday. Okay, if Pee-wee wasn't here, then it can't be Monday or Friday. If it can't be Monday or Friday, it could still be Wednesday, which would have Baby present, but then Stanley. Because we might have to kind of suss this out as far as count of them. We need 2 of them not to be present. So if it's not Wednesday or Thursday, if it's not Thursday and it's not Tuesday, so if Thursday, Tuesday, and Wednesday are out, that leaves Monday and Friday. If it were Friday, then we could have Pee-wee and Baby still. So if it's Friday, we have a certainty that they're present, which would mean that we would be excluding Duncan and Stanley. Okay, so we're going to move these names down here. Okay, so one of them has a twin, and one of the twins likes to be... so one of them has a twin. We know that one has a twin, and that's one of these 2. So either the yellows or the grays here. So Thurmond has a twin sister, and Thurmond likes to be dirty. I think that's the one that rolls around. So we're going to put Thurmond... Oh, no, wait. Thurmond has the seasonal allergy as well. Thule has a twin brother. So I think that's Pockets. If this is Thurmond, it could be that they're rolling in the dirt, not because they like to be dirty, but because of the allergy. Oh, no. Wait. This could still be Thurmond. So, Thurmond has a twin. Let's assume that. So, if Thurmond has a twin, it is itchy. Wait. It has a seasonal allergy to chicken. Or just has a seasonal allergy. That seasonal and food allergies. Do we have an indication of what? Small pup contains chicken. And Thurmond gets WDF. So it's not food, it's seasonal. Okay. Okay, so if that's Thurmond, then we need to look for the other pale one. So Thurmond has a twin sister. Thule has a twin brother. Okay, so let's assume this is Thule here. So then if this is Dot, let's remove that. I'm going to remove Pocket as well. We know Thurmond needs medication. So I think that is Dot being aggressive towards Thule here. While I think it's Pockets escaped. So Thurmond needs medication. Okay, now we have two barkers. And we have 3 listed. If that's Dot, they have their mouth full. Which leaves the other 2 barkers. Which is Pee-wee and Stanley. But Stanley isn't present. So we have Dot and Pee-wee. Okay, let's remove Dot from there then. So then it's Pee-wee and Dot. Let's okay, information about Pee-wee and Dot next. Thumper. Yeah, if Stanley isn't present, then we have only two barkers, which are Dot and Pee-wee. Well, both of these have names that could be considered small names. Let's check here. Anything about Dot and Pee-wee that we could mark here? Sweetie Pie has the purple plush. I know that Sweetie Pie was one of them. Oh, Sweetie Pie gets the food. So Thurmond is Sweetie Pie. Thurmond has a favorite plush. Has a plush. Let's verify. Favorite plushie. Okay. Should be next to twin sister. And the twin then would be Thule. So if we look at Sweetie Pie here, Honey Bun didn't eat everything. Sweetie Pie did. But Sweetie Pie didn't get their meds. But that just makes them itch. That just makes them itch. No allergies. Messy eater. Okay. So Thule is Honey Bun. Makes sense. Okay. They have very similar naming conventions there. Forgot the topper for somebody's food. Let's... A few of them need the top. A couple do. Duncan... Stanley is not present. Should leave Thumper and Duncan. Wait, Duncan's not present. Duncan and Stanley are not present. That leaves Thumper. So we know that that's not present, which doesn't tell us anything. Is it? So, barring Stanley or Duncan, which ones like to be dirty? Not Thurmond. Thumper gets PPL. Does that have chicken or beef in it? No. But he's a very picky eater. So this can't be Thumper. Well, of course it wouldn't be Thumper. Okay, which one is the next one to have a plush? Thurman destructive? Yes, can be destructive. Okay. So then, what's the other one with a favorite plush? Duncan has a plush. Baby has a plush. Duncan's not present. So Baby is Big Boo. Okay. Big Boo is... And they're also a... They also ate everything. Loves to dig and get dirty. Pockets has separation anxiety. Yeah, Pockets has separation anxiety. So I'm presuming that this is Pockets here. And that would mean that Shadow is Pockets. Should only have one neighbor. And Shadow is at the edge. Yes. Okay. That seems reasonable. What else do we know about Bear? The DDF. Rabbit, wild rice, eggs, and potatoes. Which shouldn't be a problem for Bear. Yeah. Bear destroyed the red rope, which is... to play with the ball. Let's check that. So Thurmond is near the ball, right? Yeah. Which one liked the red? Thumper's favorite is the red rope. determined and pockets their medicine. Shadow didn't eat because Shadow didn't get their medicine and needs to be calm to eat. Nugget is another one that didn't eat. It's not Dot. It's not Duncan because Duncan isn't present. Stanley isn't present. Thumper is a very picky eater. So I believe that would be Thumper is Nugget then. And Thumper, what else do we know about Thumper? Doesn't share well. Okay. So I presume then that this is Thumper now. And we have 2 Barkers remain of this left. It's Dot and Pee-wee. Are both Barkers. Thurman loves to get dirty and can be destructive. Dot and Pee-wee are messy eaters. Pee-wee can't be next to Thumper. So if Thumper is Nugget, Little Bit and Teddy are not. Sweetie Pie and Honey Bun are known. Barks a lot and Big Boo here. Well, Barks a lot is one of the Barkers there. Pretty much a certainty. Pee-wee is probably Barks a lot then. And if Pee-wee is Barks a lot, the Barks a lot could be a fake out. Those are known. So now we have Teddy and Little Bit remaining. So between these two, which one is Pee-wee and which one is Dot? I think Dot is the gray one, because it's here barking near her who has the blue rope. Which makes you Pee-wee. So then if Dot, Pee-wee, Thumper, Thurm, and Wool, Bear, Pocket, Slurry Perkins there, and that's Baby. Okay. All right, so between Baby and Teddy, sorry, we have Baby and Bear remaining. Teddy ate everything, Little Bit didn't. Baby and Bear aren't... no. Bear and Dot aren't socketed here. Okay. Dot is the messy eater. So Dot is Little Bit. Oh. Teddy Bear. Which then is Thumper being aggressive. All right. Ari was totally overwhelmed running the daycare by herself. Not only did she let Thumper's favorite toy get destroyed, but she also forgot to put the topper on his lunch. Thumper was hangry and at his wit's end when Thule tried to take his stick, so Thumper got aggressive and had to go to timeout. Which is why Thumper is upset. The Office Inquisition. Nobody expects the Office Inquisition. Apazoogle Pick Paint. Worst Boss of the Year, Devil Bailey. PC background has been crudely defaced using a program called Pick Paint. Grave plaque for Best Boss of the Year presented to Donald Bailey. If I recall, this is Donald Bailey. Caroline's father, who doesn't like her husband. Hello, boiled potato. Greetings. Sure there's no way to, technologically speaking, tell who did this? Afraid not. They were smart enough not to save it. That would have shown exactly when it was edited. And how do I know it wasn't you, huh, Mr. Tech Expert? Anyone with basic computer knowledge would know that. It literally could have been anyone in this office with 5 minutes to spare. It is an odd little one. I like detective and investigation kind of puzzle games, so this kind of thing bubbles into my feed. I thought, like, when I initially started this one, based on its looks and the gameplay that it implied, I thought it was going to be very quick. It has not proven super quick. It's not going to be one of the long-running ones that we've had to play, like Root Trees or Crime Scene Investigators, Or that we have played, not had to play. But it's taking a lot longer than I thought it would. Just tell me everything you saw during lunch. You suggested you might have done this as a joke. I was trying to fix Chris's computer. It really needs to be replaced, by the way. Anyway, I couldn't hear because somebody likes to have loud speakers, speakerphone meetings with the door open. So I called it quits after 15 minutes. Then I honestly didn't pay attention to who was in the break room. Oh, yawn. What they were doing. I ate my lunch and went back to work on Chris's computer like 30 minutes later. Alone? No, Chris actually was with me for a few minutes, but then the phone was driving me nuts. We really need an answering machine, by the way. So Chris had to tell Claire it was ringing. Basically, right after she hung up, somebody decided to chat at the water cooler, so I couldn't concentrate. Who was chatting? The same people I've been reporting over and over. Why weren't you wearing your earplugs? I can't wear earplugs when I'm on a web call. Let's stay focused, all right? What else happened? Well, Chris came back around 2 p.m., and it sounded like the rest did too. Any idea who might have done this? Maybe your nephew wanted to play a little joke on you. Seems like something he would do. It was suggested that you might have done this as a joke. I would never do that. Well, I know you were upset when I fired... I mean, yeah, but that's just business. Trust me, I get it. There are no hard feelings. Adjust chair. Ow. Look, I didn't get back from that awful oil swap place until 1:30. Okay, that is... The oil change one. We've seen him. We could ID him. I remembered an email I forgot to send, so I got to work on that. I sent it right away before that new guy came to his desk. We chatted for a bit, then we went to the break room together. So this guy is one of the chatters, most likely. See anyone else out there? No, not until Raymond and I went back to work like 10 minutes early. Robin was out there by himself, just saying. So you're thinking Robin did this? I mean, I don't know it for a fact, but yeah, probably. He left the break room with Chris for like 5 minutes before we did. Don't get me wrong, Chris was back before I left. I really don't think Chris is involved at all. Thanks. Send the next it is an inquisition. He is having them all come in and explain themselves and is recording it. Before you even left, I hopped on that call with Michael Smythe and it went on forever. You know how he likes to talk. It was 1:28 when the call ended. Trust me, I counted the minutes. I saw Claire at the water cooler, so we got a sip before heading to the break room. I think almost everyone was in there or showed up shortly after. Honestly, I didn't stay long. You know how awkward everyone gets when one of us is around. Anyway, I left with your nephew, and we were shooting the breeze until it was time to get back to the old grind. Pretty sure you know who was there somewhere. I could hear him sighing dramatically. Sorry, I can't be of more help. Didn't see anything during the meeting? A certain someone said your door was open. Oh yeah, I saw him popping his little head up over the cubicle every now and then, glaring at me. I can always feel his stare. He eventually stormed off. Toward my office? No, toward the break room. I think, anyway. I saw people pass by my office before and after that, but I really wasn't paying close attention. Well, who do you think did it? I mean, where should I start after those performance reviews? No, I'm kidding. You know, I don't think Chris has let that whole fridge incident go. Just tell me everything that happened at lunch, everything you noticed, down to the last detail. Okay. No need to be nervous if you have nothing to hide. So I was 5 minutes late to lunch, but I wasn't alone. Mikey was late too, so we walked to the bathroom together. 2 others were already in there, and then Robin came in maybe 10 minutes later. Then a few minutes later, I had to go to the ladies' room, but then I had to go get something from my desk. Go on. I happened to check the time, and it was 1:20 when I left, but I came back really quick. I was only gone 2 minutes, I swear. I didn't notice anyone else out there, and I didn't hear anything except for Mr. Wellington talking in his office, but I was in a hurry. So Mr. Wellington is some other, like, management figure. So I passed Claire on my way back to the break room, and when I got there, I noticed Mikey was gone. Could be Mickey, but... Then I went back to the ladies' room, and a little while later, Claire came back with Mr. Wellington, and they had those little water cups. Then a little bit later, Mikey came out of the men's room, so I think he actually only left for the first time right after. And earlier, he was just in the men's room for a really long time. I don't need to know who went to the bathroom. I need to know who went into my office while I was gone. It wasn't me, I swear. Oh, he's a terrible boss. Just wanted to say that I can't believe someone did this to you. I certainly would never do such a thing. Certainly hope not. Now tell me everything you remember about lunch. Okay, so I didn't leave my desk until I finished my current task. I just hate leaving work unfinished. The nice girl from accounting was heading to the break room at the same time I was, so we walked in together. A few of the others were already there. Sorry, I don't know everyone's names yet. So at one point, the front desk lady left because she heard the phone. Must be her sixth sense, right? Unfortunately, my burrito didn't really agree with me, so I eventually had to pop back to my desk for a little something to help me out. I think that was close to 1:35. The guy who works in, I think maybe he's related to you? I could hear him typing across from me. We walked back together a little bit before 1:40. I went back to work at 2 sharp with a few of the others. Anything else stand out? Did you notice anyone leaving or anyone else around the cubicles? The tech support guy left close to the end of the lunch hour, or was it earlier? Sorry, not sure. Oh, and the front desk lady left again after that. Because Chris came back. Or left again after that because Chris came back. See, I do know some names. Oh yeah, Chris left at the same time as the tech guy. Oh, and the assistant manager left a bit early with your nephew? Yes, sorry, I wasn't sure of the relation. Yeah, that's about all I know. Any guesses on who would have done this? None at all. This is a great place to work and everyone is so nice. I was reading for most of lunch. Here's what I recall. Chris and I were the first to go at 1 p.m. Zoe and that new kid followed, probably 5 minutes later. Let's see, I think Mr. No Noise Allowed sauntered in a bit later. Then I had to get the phone. It was a customer who kept me talking for a while, but Zoe must have crept out before that because I passed her on the way to the phone. Who knows what she was doing? Anyway, I saw Mr. Wellington come out of his office, so we went to the break room together a little before 1:30. I tried to get some reading in for a bit, but I had to answer the phone again. It was Doug Tonky about the new business card design. Only had 10 minutes of lunch left, and when I got back, so I just stuck my nose in my book and tuned everything else out. Did you see anything or anyone the second time you went to the phone? Yeah, Robin was huffing and puffing at Chris's desk. Any guesses who did this? Seems like something a kid would do, don't you think? Maybe Robin or the new one. But also, I don't trust Zoe as far as I could throw her. Doubt she's as innocent as she seems. I pretty much stayed in the break room all through lunch, minding my own business. So I really didn't see anything. You never left because I was told you did. It was literally 3 minutes. I had to get some meds from my desk real fast, but Robin kept me talking for a little bit. We were together the whole time. So what else happened? Well, the phone was ringing off the hook, and you know how Robin is, so I had to go tell Claire. Then I went to the bathroom, and you can leave out bathroom details. I was only going to say that when I came out, Claire was back, but Max and Mr. Wellington were gone. Nothing really happened before that? Before you went to your desk real fast? I mean, I think everyone went to their desk at some point, but I wasn't keeping a log. And who do you think did it? I mean, look, I don't want to start anything, but I did hear the new guy complaining about his starting pay the other day. Like, really complaining. Apparently someone told him they started at a higher rate years ago, even though they have similar experience. We will be revisiting that one a lot. Well, this has got to be Wellington. He had it coming. Disposable water cup. You saying you did it? Will it ever stop ringing? Maybe if you answer it? Matte cards, 3.5 by 2. 500. Your design here. Upload your own design. See our design templates below. Water bottle and when the crow caws. So we have somebody that was reading. The receptionist, I guess. Apparently it's break time again. Empty cubicle. Tech support web call. Ache Be Gone. Another book. A Tree Among Stumps. Email, calculator, tummy tonic. Their ache be gone. The employee handbook. You may be tardy once per month, but any more will be documented and penalized. To maintain a peaceful work environment for everyone, boyfriend-girlfriend relationships are prohibited. Violators may be fired. Keep your work area in the break room clean. Anything left in the fridge over the weekend will be trashed. Sometimes we all need a little help, and sometimes we all have to take one for the team. Expect to do tasks beyond your official job description from time to time. That kind of scenario is one of the things that has got people complaining about folks pushing back on work requests. Because if my job description, the thing I am hired and paid for, does not include a thing, then why would I do it as part of my job? Oh, to go above and beyond. Well, pay me above and beyond. And those contracts that are like, oh yeah, and we could tell you to do anything else or stay as long as we need you to, are foolish to me. Those frankly shouldn't be allowed. We can ask you to do anything or work past what we said is in your job description. Then it's part of the job description. That should be part of the post and part of the compensation. You can't say that your office hours are 9 to 5 if you expect everybody to come in early, stay late, and potentially work weekends. If you have a dispute with a coworker or boss, fill out an official complaint form as soon as possible. Rest assured that your complaints will not be ignored. They will be appropriately addressed. Schedule time off in advance, at least 1 week. Bill Dreyfus. I was beginning to think I wasn't going to hear back from you. Thanks for all the info. I'll be in touch. Max Stoop. Apologies for the delay. I can assure you it will not happen again. Your business is very important to us. I'm sorry to send such a long email, but we're offering so many exciting things. Okay, Oil Swap was the nephew. Like, this is the nephew's desk here. So Max Stoop. Got Pro Oil Swap. We haven't seen Max, though, so we can't identify them. Can't believe he's trying to tear us apart, but you and I know that this isn't the end. We're still together whether we work together or not. Okay, so this is the person that was fired. I'm guessing they found out about a relationship. Problem. My computer won't connect to the internet without the latest update, but it won't download it. Problem. I accidentally left my laptop on the roof of my car when I drove off yesterday. Is it fixable? I don't know. What do you think? Novel titled When Rats Attack by H.V. Harkey. Earplugs. Tummy tonic. Okay, so this is the tech support desk here. Spreadsheets. Girl. So this was the one that was whispering constantly. He's a joy. Such a load off my mind to know you're watching her. Couldn't ask for a better friend. I'm always here for you whenever you need me, girlfriend. Only got 5%. I have to work on communication. Don't we all? 5% is good, though. I just get so nervous when I have to talk to him. I don't know how to get over it. Don't beat yourself up about it, hon. So this is about a raise, I guess. He cut me off and just kind of barked at me. I don't know, it hurt my feelings. We've all had bosses like that. It's just part of it. What if it's personal, though? I hope I don't get fired. Don't be foolish. Okay. BYOB seminar. Michael Smythe, Claire Foog, Donald Bailey. Be your own boss seminar. Okay. It's been months since your last Be Your Own Boss seminar. Aren't you sick of taking orders? Aren't you tired of not being in charge? Don't you want to be the boss? Join us for our upcoming virtual seminar, June 6th, and supercharge your path to the top. Spots are limited, so book now for your discounted price of $5,000. Yes, that's right, only $5,000 to learn how to be your own boss. Book now. Michael Smythe from Raymond Wellington. Michael Smythe. Okay, so this is Wellington's office. I know we just hung up, but I actually just remembered a few more questions. So let's set up another call tomorrow, same time? Yeah, tomorrow works. Will tomorrow at 12:30 work for you? I need to go over the specifics. So this gives us an indication of Wellington's meeting time. And how long it ran. If the same time at about 12:30, now that might be a little off, but if 12:30 to 1:28, they just got done. Not about those. He might be waiting till reviews on the 2nd, but I'll put in a word. You deserve it. Hi, Raymond, I was wondering if you could check with Donald about the raise request I put in earlier this month. I'm finally house shopping and really need the extra 7%. Okay, so Claire is the one at the desk with the photo of the little girl. I'm going to need you to work overtime again this weekend. All this legal stuff with Michael Smythe is dragging on and on. I probably won't make it until midday on Saturday, but I need you to be here at 8 a.m. sharp, same time for Sunday as well. By the way, the latest batch of complaints are on my desk ready to be filled. I've put my recommendations on them. Raymond Wellington arrives on time, communicates well. 5%. So minimum, good, excellent. Max Stoop. Time. Okay. So this guy is rated higher. This guy has received a greater raise even though being rated lower. Same here. This guy is rated substantially higher. Or she is, apparently. Mikey James. Same. Oh man, Claire is rated super high for, their qualifications, but Chris Wooler is rated still good, ultimately, like comparable here, but received minimum. Robin Walker tanked on a lot of these. Robin might be the tech support. This is Max. He should have offered to replace it at least. I mean, who does that? Do not leave items in the fridge over the weekend. Fridge is cleaned out weekly. So I think he should have offered to replace it could be a marker of the oil change, but also the food being thrown out. Stoop. This is Donald Bailey. And I think Raymond Wellington here. You're gonna fire me, I just know it. Okay, so hypothetically, we have all of the info we need. Okay. Well, Donald Bailey was out. So we get the idea out for lunch. Somebody went into his office and defaced his computer background because somebody's thing. So there's the possibility is that somebody trashed Max's lunch. Okay, so this is Donald Bailey. This is Raymond Wellington. This was somebody Puga, I think. Oh, okay. Complaints. Excellent. More earplugs. Robin Walker. Asked more than 10 separate times now for Raymond to shut his door when he's on speakerphone. I can still hear it at my desk and he refuses to stop, and I think he's doing it on purpose to bother me. This is harassment. I have complained about this over and over. I don't want more earplugs. More earplugs. Robin Walker. Max and Melanie will not stop chatting across the cubicles. I cannot get any work done because of this. Please tell them to stop. This is a completely untenable work environment. Hey, Key. Welcome. Okay, so this kind of implies that Max and Melanie are near each other. Move Robin to back of office. I think the water cooler needs to be moved into the break room. People congregate around it and talk a lot. It's right next to my desk. Raymond is the worst and loudest offender. Please move the water cooler. Put sign on fridge. Chris Wooler. I left my limited Hanley lunchbox in the break room over the weekend, and now it's missing. Someone stole it. I asked around, but no one owned up to it. Please find out who did this. Okay, so the lunchbox got thrown out over the weekend. Robin Walker. Need earplugs. Asked Raymond very nicely to shut his door if he's going to talk on speakerphone. And he told me that he can do that do what he wants. Not only can I not concentrate due to his behavior, he is creating a hostile work environment. There is a decent chance that this is Robin, but so moved to the back. So this is Robin's office here. Robin. Let's get that in there. This is Claire. Robin Walker. Okay, so management declares this, but who over the weekend? So it's plausible that Raymond did that because Raymond was told that they have to work over the weekend. Okay. Somebody's lunchbox. And it was whose? Chris Wooler. Trashed Chris's lunchbox. So there's several of these things going on here. It could be that she didn't get the 7% raise; she only got the 5. But she did get a raise because somebody denied her her raise. Is one route there. Okay. Somebody's business cards. Chrome. It says Doug, but that's a different person. That be book. See, this is office shop. This is recording them, but we don't have necessarily an indication of who that is. Okay, but somebody mentioned... I saw this book and thought of you. I know work hasn't been easy lately, but don't let him get you down. Just remember, it's all to support your loving family. Your proud wife. You are strong, you are great, you are successful, you are a winner. How to deal with a demanding boss. 27 ways to cope without losing your pride. So there's a hurt their pride was one of the things. Fire me, I just know it. I don't have a good indication of who that might be. Okay, where was the post-it? Okay, this is Max Stoop. So let's see here. Max and it was like Melanie or something like that. Max and Melanie are across from each other, but not a certainty they could be here. So Max and Melanie are talking to each other. This could be that marker here. Hey there, Pixel. Raymond was up front. So I think they are going to be the ones that are like directly in the middle. And they were... Water cooler is here. I think this used to be Robin's. Yeah, this was Robin's cubicle. They are now as far away as possible from the water cooler and further from Raymond's office there. Hello, Grim. So this is... can't be Robin. This has got to be Robin. So if that's Melanie, then we have Claire and Zoe. This could be Claire. Let's skim through our recordings here. So Chris had to go tell Claire it was ringing. Okay, so that would make... Wow. Twitch really thought you needed some products in your life, Grim, I guess. So this would be Claire here. Claire was asking for a raise. Didn't seem to get it. So Robin Walker with Chris Wooler. Okay, he told him put a sign on the fridge. We don't know that it was Donald that cleared it out. But the fact that he suggested that implies he knew that that's a thing that would happen. So we're going to say that it was Donald. Okay, so can we tell who might have a Hanley lunchbox? This is Melanie, so I think this has got to be Chris. Leave Zoe something. Claire and Chris Wooler. We need to figure out what the last name on Melanie and Zoe are. Which we should be able to tell based on the reviews. Zoe's doing fine. Claire is doing fine. There's Mikey, though. Zoe Wiles. Let's see. Okay, so we have the assistant manager. We have Max there. Zoe somewhere. Keychains. Zoe, Mikey, Claire, Chris, Robin. Where is... Melanie got fired. One of them got fired. Yeah. Melanie will not stop. Okay, so this is... That's not Melanie. What if that's Chris and this is Mikey? Mikey James. Yes, okay. So then that's Zoe Wiles. No. So this is the Rays, which is Claire, I think. Yeah, okay. So this is Yeah, that's Claire. Oh, and this is Zoe then. Oh no, that yeah, okay. So this is Zoe, and that's Claire. No, that's right. This has got to be Claire's desk there. Max got 7%. Claire got 5. What's off here? That's Chris. This has got to be Max because of the oil swap. Why does that have to be Claire? Oh, because of the phone. Oh, no, this is Zoe. This is a fake out. Because if we look here, let's find Zoe. Yeah, Zoe got 5. Okay. Yeah, this is Zoe. We don't know that Chris operates here. So let's put Mikey James here. Oh. Okay. Let's... Claire got a 7% raise, right? No. Okay. What if we do denied? If it's Raymond recommended the raise, but she didn't get it. Nope. We're just gonna try one more thing here. No, okay. Now we need to consider who could have in each one. Okay, so the first one is Robin. That's pretty clear. Anyone with 5 minutes to spare. Okay, so from lunch to 12:15. So this would be 12:15, ate their lunch, got back 30 minutes later, so 12:45 to 1. This actually was with me for a few minutes, but then the phone was driving me nuts. Really needs an answering machine, by the way. So Chris had to go tell Claire it was ringing. Basically, right after she hung up, somebody decided to chat at the water cooler. Chris's computer is Chris Wooler, who is here. And they're trying to fix Chris's computer. It's busted. They're back here. And they're on support. Has to be into his office, and defaced his computer background because somebody did a thing. do think this was out for lunch. Sent it right before that new guy came to his desk. We chatted for a bit and went to the break room together. Left the break room with Chris like 5 minutes before we did. Don't get me wrong, Chris was back before I left. I don't think Chris is involved. So the second one is Max. This one, let's see, Claire at the water cooler, got a sip. This one, third one is Raymond Wellington. Claire at the water cooler. Break room, yep. So this is Robin leaving to go to the break room because it was loud. I gave up about 15 minutes in. I don't think Chris has let that whole fridge incident go. "5 minutes late to lunch, but I wasn't alone. I think he was late too, so we walked to the break room together. 2 others were there already. So at about 12:05. This is number 4 is Zoe. Left. Work unfinished. The nice girl from accounting was heading to the break room at the same time I was, so we walked in together. So this is Zoe from a... Zoe is from... No. This is accounting. Well, sorry. No, this is accounting. So it is Zoe. And if we go back to this, who did Zoe say they were moving with? Mikey. So this is number 5 is Mikey. Mikey James. Tech support. Chris left at the same time as the tech guy. Reading for most of lunch. Mr. No Noise Allowed sauntered in a bit later. Okay, so Wellington and Claire. Yes, okay. So 6 is Claire. Then 7. And then this is Wooler, Chris Wooler. So then Chris Wooler. So it could be Robin office because somebody Raymond. All right, help me out here. All of this stuff. Okay, it is not because it's trashed. All right, so it's because Donald. No. So it could be ignored Robin's complaints. We could have so Max and Chris were talking. I mean, who does that? That could be fired Max's girlfriend, but there's a lot of people that this could be, and yeah. So we have the lunchbox, we have the complaints, we have the pay, but let's verify here. Claire wanted a 7% raise. I think Claire got the 7% raise. No. Okay. So we could have denied Claire's raise. So it could be that Claire did it. Yes. Okay. She got a great review, but didn't get the raise. And it was aligned with Raymond seeing her there. Okay. Fiddly, but done. The Great Bingo Brawl. Ah. Oh, dang. It is Friday. No, this is egregious. Okay. There's two different bingos marked here. Bingo Extreme rules. Players must make an X across their entire card to win. Okay. Put called out numbers in the blue box to verify all marked numbers on the winner's cards have been called. Any disputes settled by CNA lead. Bingo balls. Be a hassle. B1 and 31. B2 and B12. Okay, no. There are multiple that aren't called there, so. Same here. There's no B12. Too few marked. Joe L. Nothing but a big... Yeah, the bingo markers are all over the place. Nothing but a big fat... Maybe she needs her heart checked. Okay, so here's a printout. 2, 12, 27, 28. 66, 66, 77. 52, 46. B3. Okay, so this is a printout with circled what is stamped on that sheet. Just a game. Told you to check it. B2, B1, I-28. B1, but there's no B2. More hearing aids. Numbers missing all over. Not even recorded. But this person was out cold at the time. Making sure I'm not missing any text here. Nursing home. Jordan, I wanted to put in a formal request for a chess club to be added to the rec room schedule. As the game leader, is that something you can make happen soon? I have recently taken an interest and would love to have people to practice with regularly. Mr. Fall. Chippers, the chippiest chips around. Now with more salt. Corn Cola once again. an oat bar, and a corn bar. If you want to keep my mouth shut, you'll do as I say. Enclosed are 2 identical cards. Keep the copy and give the original to the first resident to enter the rec room. Make sure this card is the winner tomorrow or else. Okay, so the guy over at the wheelchair, this guy is the one that got that note at the desk. This desk here. I know what you've been doing. Did you really think no one would notice what was missing? I'll keep your dirty little secret under one condition. Make sure tomorrow's raffle winners are room 101 and 102, or else. Our top priorities are the care and comfort of our residents. In order to encourage peaceful living for all at the facility, these rules and regulations must be followed by all. Our home is your home. We want Mapleton Assisted Living to feel like a true home. Please feel free to use all facilities during the hours of 7 a.m. to 8 p.m. Respect quiet hours of 8 p.m. to 7 a.m. The cafe, library, and rec room are closed after 8 p.m. Residents are encouraged to rest in their rooms until 7 a.m. Absolutely no cheating at games. We have a zero-tolerance policy for cheating. Any resident caught cheating will be banned from all rec room games and raffles for a minimum of 60 days. Library checkout logs required. Residents are free to check out as many books and/or DVDs as they please, but they must use the library checkout log. No late fees. Keep emergency contacts updated. Residents can alert staff whenever an update is required. Otherwise, a CNA will check in monthly. Cup of black coffee. Okay. Well, I called earlier about my grandmother's room request. I just wanted to add that she already found someone willing to switch with her and would greatly appreciate expediting this request. Thank you for reaching out with your request. Due to staffing issues, we have scheduled the room change for the 6th. We have promised your grandmother with earplugs to increase her comfort for the time being. Provided. We apologize and thank you for your patience and understanding. Oof. Sorry to be a bother, but my grandmother has not been able to sleep well for over a week now. I understand there are staffing issues, but she absolutely cannot wait until the 6th. I will have to contact the owner of the facility if this is not resolved by tomorrow. Carlita's Cake. Again, I just wanted to follow up with you about the gift cards. We would be thrilled to donate more for your bridge club. Is $10 a good amount? Could you send Mr. Everly to pick them up again? Mapleton Botanical Gardens. Hi there, we would be honored to donate 2 day passes to our garden. As an added bonus, we can offer free lunch at one of our 3 on-site cafes. All 3 are wheelchair accessible. We can also accommodate any dietary restrictions your residents may have. Should we expect your winners on the 10th? Okay, so these are like raffle prizes. New resident inquiries? Jimmy L. at Apazoogle. My family has come to the hard decision that my father needs to enter assisted living. Yeah, new resident inquiries. We were wondering if any rooms are currently available. Thank you for reaching out. We understand how difficult this transition can be, but rest assured that your father will be in great hands here. We play games, have clubs, and facilitate fun and relaxation. We will have 1 bed available as early as the 15th. Please call us at number, and one of our friendly certified nursing assistants will assist you. I couldn't put it down. Kathy Walsh, The Times. First they begged, then they blackmailed. When Detective Harvey Poole agreed to look into the mysterious fight by the local dam, all clues led back to a secretive group known as the Boyfriends Club. Check out the previous Detective Harvey Poole novels, Nothing to Lose and Switched at Birth. Congratulations on your role as CNA lead. Increase probably your pay or your salary or no. Something has 12% has been granted to appear in your next. So something about pay. Call CT room change request was completed Tuesday morning. So this is related to Call Colin. So this is the room change happened. Bottle of water. Miss Gibbs, thank you so much for going the extra mile to make our dad's transition comfortable. Tried to get Alice and Chester to try CPAP for their snoring. Both refused. Tried again, CPAP. Both say they can't sleep with it on. Took machine back to storage. Advised Calvin to keep the music down during quiet hours. First time offense. Fitted Geraldine with a new hearing aid. So things like with a new hearing aid are the are identifiers, since the not all of them have them. Crochet. A vintage rotary dial phone. And a fountain pen. Wow. And an old style typewriter. Welcome to the Vintage Corner. Enjoy a blast from the past with our rotary dial phone, fountain pen, and classic typewriter. Anybody else use a rotary dial phone before? Relive the good old days of snail mail. Use the letter drop-off box to send mail to your fellow residents and even staff. Hand-delivered by friendly CNAs each afternoon around 3 p.m. Please let staff know when ink, paper, or envelopes run out. Cute. Rec room schedule. Bridge on the 26th, knitting on the 29th, Day Pass raffle on the 30th, and Bingo Extreme on the 3rd. Partner up and get ready to play Bridge. Winning team gets $10 gift cards to the Cake House. Our own Diane leads a beginner-friendly knitting class every Sunday. So Diane is one of the CNAs and is on the right. Giving away 2 day passes to the Mapleton Botanical Gardens with free lunch included. All raffles done by room number. Checkout log. Bridge, a primer. Paul for Chess Essentials. Call the Wild. Gretchen, Memoir of a Master. Mr. Wallace, Cowboys, the movie. Gretchen, Pride and Prejudice. Longford, Bridge, a primer. Away with the Wind. Campbell, Meditations. You can filter them down, but I'm sorting them and will try to use some of that to contain it later. Hello, Sky. Hello. Hello. Wow. Okay, so this room includes somebody that got a day pass. To our next game. I think that book was telling you about. I think that book I was telling you about gave me the edge. I crammed like a college student the night before. I've got a proposal for you. How would you like to have my gift card to Carlita's plus whatever prize we win next? I'll trade it to you for your day pass to the botanical gardens. I was really wanting to win that today. Give it some thought. So, on the schedule, this person checked that. Oh, I'm sorry, no. The person that received this letter. So that book you recommended, we have 2 checkouts of the bridge book. And here's the Botanical Gardens pass. So, yeah, okay. Hey girl, I hope you're enjoying your new room. I'm loving mine. They say a change is as good as a rest, you know, but I guess you weren't getting much before. Since you kind of owe me one, I was wondering if you might be willing to part ways with that day pass you won today. I know the outdoors aren't really your thing. Let me know. Okay, so there is a room change that happened here. This isn't necessarily their stuff. Earplugs and tricycle playing cards. Okay. So we know there was a room change, so there's some wiggle here. Wow. Look at that one. This is, in theory, this is Tink here. In a something blackmailed someone to ensure that he or she would win a bingo game. However, yeah, okay. Let's run through folks here. Let's get some more data points. There's CPAP. Chippers to Dad. Dear brother, you'll never get me to go near that awful machine, so give it up. The noise reminds me of my first job as a secretary, and I hated that job. Just be happy I'm sending you snail mail at all. Switching rooms has been great for this early bird, though. I've watched the sunrise every day this week from my window. Bet you're loving seeing the sunset from yours, your loving sister. Please don't think anything of it, my dearest one. I was just trying to be nice to poor old Gretchen. Some people can't take their hearing aids out like we can. As for the new guy, you're more than enough for me, honey bun. Let's meet at the cafe around 8:30 Monday night, okay? So this is after hours. Botanical garden again. Dear teddy bear. Ooh la la, what could the surprise be? I can't wait to find out. I wouldn't have wanted to spend these months with anyone else. You truly are my one and only. How about meeting me in my room after 9 p.m. on our anniversary? It's been too long since we've had some time to ourselves. Okay, wait. Love always Gigi. That's 2 teddy bear. Okay. Gigi is, gets around here. Meditations. Marcus Aurelius. Dear sis, all right, I surrender. I've been trying to catch that sunset every evening when there's no game going on. You know I can't miss the games. Sure is peaceful, though. In other news, my son brought me my favorite chippers the other day, but I think that new guy might have helped himself to some. There's a bag or two missing, and I know you don't like them. I don't have proof, but I just think he's the type to take things that aren't his. Just wanted to state that for the record. Trust me, he's shady. Okay, so this is the sister of one of the prior rooms. Yes, so one of the guys at the desk is taking stuff. Eau de Rose. Sweet Gigi, can you believe it's going to be our 4-month anniversary next week? The 7th will be here before we know it. Time flies when you're in love. I'm planning a little something special for us, if all goes according to plan. Love you always, your teddy bear. P.S. I'm still working on your scarf. Dearest Gigi, are you sure everything is okay between us? I mean, we were finally neighbors and then you up and switched. You're breaking my heart here, Gigi. I hope you're not going to replace me with that new guy. I saw him making eyes at you. Let me know when you can meet me. It's been too long and I'm missing you badly. I wish your niece didn't work here. Then we could be together and that new guy would know to keep his distance. Dear Gigi, good news. I'm finally sending you snail mail. I hope you can read my handwriting because I refuse to type on that ancient thing. Bad news. She said no to me too, so I gave mine away. I really only wanted it if I could have alone time away with you. So this is... They were trying to get the Botanical Gardens tickets. I feel like a teenager again, all excited about my new girlfriend. But having to sneak around. Never thought I'd have to do that again. Don't you think it would be easier to just come out with it? I know it might be hard for your family at first. It was hard for my kids when I started dating again too. But they came around. Love, Sugar. P.S. My colas stopped disappearing. Maybe I was just going senile. A knitted hat. Another CPAP machine. Yep. So, one of the people at the desk has been taking stuff. Getting pretty good at bridge. Having a good partner is the key to success. I'm sure you've noticed. My partner is serious about our games. Always first to the rec room and last to leave. Got a proposal for you. What if I told you some of my bridge secrets and even partnered with you sometimes in exchange for that garden day pass you won today? I really wanted to win that one. Sugar, it's so sweet of you to not go without me, but I still can't believe her. So ungrateful. As for the other thing, I really need you to keep being discreet. It'd be one thing if Sam could keep a secret, but I know my kids would end up hearing about it, and I'm not ready to deal with all that yet. I know you understand, Sugar. Besides, it's fun to feel young again. How about you sneak on over tonight around 9 p.m.? It'll be easier than ever now that we're neighbors. Forever. Trust me, you're sharp as a tack. Okay, so this is Gigi's room. Okay, so all rooms, all data points are accounted for now. Or all words are accounted for now. This is the person taking stuff. So this is Jordan. quite tell. Okay, and this is the copy card here. I'm hitting all of the wrong buttons. So this is the one being blackmailed. The other two are women. So I believe this is Jordan. See, the other two are women because it's this one and this one. Mechanical. Service, Carlitas. So Mr. Everly to pick them up. Okay, let's check and see if we have a marker of the cakes. Well, the only Mr. Everly I can think of in this list is Jordan here. Let's do that. It's room request, room. Nope, nothing there. This is promotion approved. And this is a book by... we can't tell. Let's see. But we have Detective Harvey Poole novels. Let's see if we can identify that person according to that at the library. Nothing there. Let's see. Chess Essentials was checked out by Paul, and it's like fall. If I had to guess, this is Gretchen's Sugar, or Gigi's Sugar. One of these two. No, there's... Okay, no. This is Joe L. This is a visitor. Oh, this is one of the guys from the oil change place. Where I think everybody was Joe. Yeah. I think it's actually Longford, but we'll get there in a minute. And it might not be Tink here. is a Calvin. So this is Miss Gibbs. Calvin is the one with loud music. Geraldine has a hearing aid. So one of these two is Gibbs. So we know they're all getting the numbers wrong anyway. Diane is the knitter there. So this is... Oh, okay. This is Diane Gibbs. But can we tell anything else about Diane? One of these two is Diane Gibbs. Water versus black coffee is one of the potential markers we have here. The game leader. Okay, this might be a bit of a misdirect here. So the implication is that somebody knows they're stealing. And they want this person and this person to win. That's CL. These are earplugs. So 2 CLs. So we have Lang and Longford. And we have Calvin and Chester. So this person received a letter from a CL. Okay, so I think that book I was telling you about gave me the edge. So 102 is the first one to check out the book. Okay, C Lane is the first one to check out the book in 102. Which makes you Longford. Then, oof. Meditations is A. Campbell. And the person with that book in 102 was somewhere else. Meditations is in 102. I'm sorry, 106. And it is an A name, so it's got to be Alice. Okay, and this is the brother of Alice Campbell. But we don't know the name because Campbell could be a taken name. Okay. No, it's the new guy may have taken him. This is them accusing the latest fellow to join the community. It's not necessarily this guy or this person. This is as the game leader. So this could be Jordan. But this person has the crumpled up copy. Which is... I'm going to keep my mouth shut. You'll do as I say. Enclosed are two identical cards. Keep the copy and give the original to the first resident to enter the rec room. So this is... Theoretically, this is Jordan. It's Friday. This is Friday the 3rd. Yep. So this is our extreme bingo. Else. Chess Essentials is Paul. The earplugs should help us identify someone, but we'll get there. Okay, so this is the person that said it was the chippers were stolen. Not Gigi's room. Okay, this is Alice's brother, is the one that received the chips. If we had a roster, it would be easier. I mean, of course it would be easier, but... Wallace... Yeah, it's unclear. Because he hasn't checked out a book then. Get Alice and Chester to try CPAP. Both refused. Told Calvin to keep the music down, which means Calvin has theoretically some sort of audio device in their room. There we go. Okay. This was... Okay, so it's 102. 102 is Calvin. Which makes you Chester. So then Calvin, or I'm sorry, Jimmy L. was in April, so last month. This is probably the new guy. Yeah, this is the new guy. So on the 15th, the new guy joins. The new guy has an L name. So we have Chester Longford and Calvin Lane. Then we have a Paul Fall here. And this is Gibbs. We have Calvin's family. It's Calvin Lane. This seems like the new guy, so I bet that's Joe Lane. It was Diane Gibbs. Yeah. So I have a Diane Gibbs. Alice Campbell. Used. There's a lot going on. There's the love like the love square going on, or whoever Gigi is, you know. Motion approved. This could be a just irrelevant. Change request was completed Tuesday morning. They wanted it before the 6th, so theoretically that would be end of April is when they completed the change. Motion on the 15th. So the new guy did not send these letters. So this is not related to... This is related to Bingo, just in case, you know. This guy has been stealing. And 46. Yeah, those aren't all there. They're the stamps are everywhere. These two have hearing aids. She has a hearing aid. Because not everybody can just remove the hearing aid. So we know she's the one that moved. Like, within the room layout, she moved. So I don't think this is CL. I'm sorry, that the room is there. Yeah. So I think this letter came for the prior resident. They swapped. Day pass that they won today. Yes, it's the raffle. Hey there, Neon. Welcome. We're investigating a bingo incident. How can we tell who the employees are? We have the idea that this would be Diane Gibbs, but... Fitted Geraldine with a new hearing aid. On the 1st. So, oof. How do we know? Oh, okay. Is this Alice? Is this Alice, then? Let's look for indications. Anything more about Alice? 106. Talking about sunset. Diane Gibbs could be someone else, and just one of the staff is attending it. Yeah. I've seen the sunset from yours. Yeah. Okay, so... And they've shuffled rooms. I think this is Alice. But the fact that she hasn't been sleeping is one of them. But that's got to be the grandmother. Okay, so that's Alice. And then... Okay, this is her brother. Because she says, stop trying to get me to use that thing. I refuse. He has one. He uses one. Okay. So this is probably Alice. One of these two is... One of these two is Lane or Longford. Joe's grandfather here. Let's check the email. Jimmy L. We don't have a Jimmy. We do have a Joe. We expressly have a Joe. Hmm. Bird has Call of the Wild. Lane has Les Mis. Longford has, then eventually reads the Bridge Primer. All wants Chess Essentials. Can we identify anything like that from any of the rooms? So we have one of the bridge rooms. This is the one that received chips. This is not the new guy, which makes sense because I think this is the brother of Alice who's been there a while. Other knitter is the apparent teddy bear. Teddy bear. Still working on your scarf, yep. Four-month anniversary, so... We can ID Teddy Bear and these others. Finally, neighbors, then you up and switched. The new guy's the one that had colas. Okay, so it is. I have to presume that these are the new guys. Or that this is the new guy. Which would put him as Lane, which makes him Calvin. And then I'm inferring that that's Chester Longford there. Which would make you Paul. That's Paul, then we can find his room. Not that one. This one. So Paul would be room 103. Which... Identify. So 101. Wait. We have earplugs that are left behind. We have a botanical garden day pass. Okay, so Gigi swapped. So we have Geraldine and I think we have Gretchen are the remaining ones, but unclear. Oh. Unclear. Don't know. So the implication is that she arrived first. I thought I saw something about who had arrived first. Like one of them having sent a letter that talked about how they kept getting there first. Okay. Can't take their hearing aids out. I was thinking of poor Gretchen. Okay. So we're going to assume Gretchen Tink, and that makes you Geraldine. That might be Jordan, which that would put you as Diane Gibbs. Maybe you're Sam Everly. I'm going to take a wild stab at that and say Wallace. Don't know. Gotta be Everly. Can't be sure. A really weird scribble there. That's a very strange A. We might have to do another night of this, folks. Because this is the room swap. I think so. She swapped away. She was trying the earplugs and swapped away. Yes. So the new guy would be Joe's father because the corn cola was a constant thing, theoretically. Always first to the rec room and last to leave. Okay. Implying that this guy... Their cards partner is her. And she's first. So she arrived first and got that. So let's... However, couldn't due to... Couldn't sleep due to somebody snoring. Or no, due to somebody's music? Oh no. Oh no. Causing a fight, which revealed that somebody was cheating on his or her boyfriends. And it would be Geraldine. Order to get Gretchen banned. No. I don't know how I'm supposed to identify the people that work there. It's implied that this would be Jordan. Yeah. Formal request for a chess club to be added to the Rec Room schedule. As the game leader, is that something you can do? It is implied that this is the game leader, but we have the blackmail stuff here. But the other guy, this guy has the copy crumpled up. So to me, this implies this is Jordan. But should probably be taking some notes on this. All right, we're gonna pick this up again next time and try to figure out what we're doing. Because I'm gonna have to go back over the stuff and see if I can piece together who is who, especially the staff, because there's not a lot about them. Like, it doesn't line up. The things that got called. Like these, none of the things on that card got called. Yeah. So there's something that is missing here. There's a lot that is missing. All right. We'll work on that again next time. Might do this as our next schedule. I'm not sure, but I want to try to push through this one and get it out of the way. So we'll see. We'll see when I can socket this in again. But yeah, I hope you all had a good time watching with us tonight. Nice little, another nice little chill puzzle session. Definitely started to bog down at the end there, though. But if you like what you saw and would like to see more, remember to like, follow, subscribe, comment. All those buttons are generally good things, so I'd appreciate it if you press them. They help the channel grow. If you'd like to consider financially supporting the channel, you can do so through the platform-specific means like memberships and subs, as well as other options that are available through the link tree in my video description and bio. With that said, though, I hope the rest of your day is good, and I will see you next time.